And welcome back. Bob says hi from his space train. Nope, just kidding. Bob's back. And guess what we're doing today? Yes, we're putting a motor in it. This is obviously the brand new set, the downtown streetcar and station. Well, this is just the streetcar. We'll forget about the station. Don't worry about that. Bob has decided that pushing this along is too tiring. He would like us to put a motor in it. So it will zoop around this train track nice and easy. We'll take Bob out. We'll go have some fun. Obviously, the first thing would be, before we even start that, is this linkage. I mentioned in the previous video in the speed build that the gap is too large. You see, look at that, it's huge. Probably turn it 90 degrees. Yep, I can turn it 90 degrees. That is absolutely massive. So, before we even start with anything, get rid of that. Simple fix. Parts. Too long lift beam, lift arm or beam. You can use a pin, axle pin or a frictionless pin, either one. I'm using this 3 long pin with 2 long axle on it. Can't remember the actual name, but Technic piece. And voila! Drop it on. Look at that gap. Goes around the R40 tracks, nice and easy, so there's no issues there, which is great. Perfect. Put that aside then. First alteration done and dusted. Wow, oh, that was simple. Absolutely simple, very easy, quick. Now the fun part becomes. We're going to be using powered up because I don't need to use an IR receiver. Battery box is going to go inside there. How it happens, we'll find out. And the motor. The idea behind the motor, I was thinking either putting in the back wheel or the front wheel, but I've decided to put it the back wheel because it lines up nicely with this piece here. So that makes my life a lot easier. So, the plan is to remove this bottom section, slot the motor in there like that, and just let the magic happen. So the first step will obviously be dismantling it, taking the parts out, and then putting the motor in. For today, I'm actually going to be talking through it. There's going to be no speed build, just a simple mod, so I thought I'll talk you guys through it. Obviously, first thing we've got to do, take the rear wheels off. Take these, this bottom piece out. If you open the doors nicely on either side, hold the bottom there, actually pull this off with this rear wheel. Too far. Take that back. Use the front. Yep. Down. Peel it back. That's all nice and simple. Take this guy unchanged. Slot it back there. What for? Oh, sure. Yeah, obviously then we're going to remove these 2 pieces. My suggestion is to actually swap them with the front 2. A bit more work, but we'll do that quickly. Swap these 2 with the front 2 bricks, 2x4 bricks in the front. That way the stickers remain, because if you built this to begin with, you don't really want to not use this bricks with the stickers on it. So this way you're able to keep those bricks with the stickers on it, and everything remains unchanged. So that's simple. Oh, Look at that, front's done, 100%. Okay, let's go. Here comes the fun part. It's a bit of a balancing act to begin with. So, put the cable through there. Okay, I'm just going to put that upside down for now. Some of these pieces you'll be using, that I'll be doing today. That piece here somewhere. Oh, this is the problem with these builds. There we go. Yeah. So, instead of using this modified plate, we're using this Technic pin. Just makes life a little bit simpler on that side. Lift this. I think how this works. I'm going to change it to 2 plates. The plates underneath. I can't remember. The plates on the top. That goes all the way at the back here. Nicely. Is it too much? Looks too much, huh? I think it is too much. Yep, that's brilliant. Gotta remember how I do all of this. Okay, so that's the basic behind it. Quite straightforward. Nothing too complicated. Now it's just adding the smaller details as we go along. Obviously for the side here, if she did this properly rather than being too lazy, be a lot simpler, but yes, why dismantle everything when you can just modify it while you're here. Okay, so that's quite straightforward there. Now obviously the issue you have is this back piece is quite open, so there's 2 ways. This is obviously 6 long, I think it is 6 long, so you have 2 options to connect the bottom here. You can either put a 6 long with a 1 stud, or you can put a 3 and a 4. It's really up to you what you have available. Not the end of the world. I'm using a 3 and a 4 today. On that side, and that connects the door. The frame. So nothing too complicated, but straightforward and simple. And this is obviously a similar size to I think it's 1 too low. Okay. That's why I put that plate at the bottom. Oops. I remember having a plate at the bottom for a reason, now I don't know why. Put that plate at the bottom, lift it up again. Okay, now if you have a look at that, the plate, Technic 1x6 brick, another plate with that orange plates in there. Gets you the right height, and that will then line up with your second carriages. So that solves that whole issue and makes it move along quite nicely and quite simply. Okay, so we've got all of that in. It's nice and secure, going around. Now the fun part comes. It's actually quite simple because the roof comes off. Careful. Use things, and now the fun part comes, because if you drop this in, you see it sits in that little pin over there, so you actually got to build like a little section that sits in there, sits on. Not too hard, just requires a few extra plates, a few extra bricks, all that wonderful thing we love doing the most. get your hands in there is quite difficult. So back to opening the doors. With some lovely. That's good. Let's take this out. Look how easy that is. Oh, you're a genius. Pop that out. Pop that in. You place at the back. One. One. Two. Enough. Put these on top. 1x8 tiles. That's just to stop it sliding around. Make sure it's all nice and tight. Drop the cable through. Yeah, and the board will catch. Keep in mind this 1x6 plate here actually slips in the back here, so it actually adds some extra support. So it's not only just held up by these few studs in the front and the back. Good thing is, as a train, you're mainly putting it on the track, so the weight is pushing down onto it. You don't have to worry about this popping out too much, which makes life a lot easier. I'm going to put these off for today. Quite simply, just drop it in. Always want these. Did I put it that way earlier? I can't remember. There you go, fits in. Drops in like that. And oops, your uncle. What's pushing on it? What I'm probably going to do is just add an extra red line on the top there to get some extra strength. Might add a bit of height, but I'm willing to accept that height for stability and space. Easy solution, just pop this off, that off. You can see how strong these are without the let's hold it together, which is very interesting. Yeah. I'm wondering if it shouldn't be 1x8. I think I'll go for 1x8, but probably better. Rather do a 1x8, make it more sturdy. Actually quite scary how flexible this frame is without it. So you might assume very much out, just struggling a bit to get it all level. Right there. Put it and secure pretty much everything together. It's all floating around. Just secure that part. 2, 4, 5. So I can do a 3 and a 2. There. Maybe I should do a 4. Don't I have a 4 here lying around? Let me go to a 4 and a 1. That way I can make sure that it's nice and sturdy. Do the same on the other side in the meantime. Sorry, the camera's a bit trying to. I can't believe how weak this is until I took this roof off. Actually quite shocked that it just crumbles like this. I mean, normally doesn't just pop off like that. There we go. This should add a lot more strength by doing this. Securing the doors to the frame. There we go. Wow, that added a whole bunch of strength. Yeah. So let's add all that. Let's add that on the back. What I'll do is put. That's where it becomes a bit interesting. Let's do that. Yes. So ignore everything and just do this. So the reason why I've done that is because this button here is slightly pressing up with this battery box, pushing up ever so slightly. So obviously the stud underneath there, push it down push the battery box down too far, and pops the stud underneath and pushes everything up. Now what it could do is actually just connect it to the roof, so the roof on that is all connected, and lift it up. That might be a good idea, but for now we'll just continue as it is. What else do I need to do? Lights, no, that's all done. I'll put a locating plate in the front here. This just stops it from moving around freely. So that's it there. Yeah. So that's the streetcar tram with the motor inside, nicely powered. Put that on the back, get the extra support, all that support it needs. And put there. I'll put that on the front. Move everything out. So yeah, there's a streetcar with the power functions, or powered up, sorry, inside. And yes, you can see the box. Unfortunately, can't do much about that unless you put blackout windows. So this is just using pretty much standard parts, nothing complicated, nothing special. Obviously battery box and motor are special, but otherwise than that, it's all pretty much standard. All brilliant. So yeah, that's it as it is. I'll put it on the track and you can see it run. I thought it had to be powered up to move, but it seems like it's got its own power. So, overall outcome, as long as your track is level, you should be fine. Mine's got a few bumps in it I need to sort out, and I struggle because obviously you've got two going over the bump, the back one lifts off. Also, with being so low, it does catch ballast quite easily if it's not put down, which is a bit of a problem. But otherwise, it's quite fast, very fast actually. I mean, something so light than this, it just zips around. Very quick, very nimble. Doesn't pop off the tracks when you're going too fast, which is nice. But yes, problem is if your track's not straight or flat, you'll have issues. The other thing I did pick up was two studs was a bit too close. If you especially want to keep these plates here, so I've made it to 3. Probably if I made half a stud jump, I would be fine, or if I put half a bush out the back, it would also be fine. So I might look at changing that either to something different or changing this pin to add a half a stud, half a bush basically, to give extra space. But powered up streetcar tram, or powered up streetcar 60423. Very fast, very nimble, very fun, very easy. So I hope you watched this build. Please, if you did, please hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button. Bob and I will really enjoy your support. And until next time, have fun. Keep building. Cheerio.